So I went to work like this, no makeup, because it's like I'm in a quarantine in the office too. But there's my computer. Well, there's some of my office stuff and the dual screens in the back. The rest is in my trunk. I will try to put it back together. I hope it works. But at 8 o'clock tonight, all the bars, the restaurants, any food courts, any coffee shops, any cafes, they're all closing down. You can only do takeout only. So, yeah, I'm tired of this. I recorded this on Monday, March 16th in the evening after work. Little did I know that in about 24 hours, things would change so drastically where I live. My town would issue an order requiring bars and restaurants to close to the public. Restaurants would only be allowed to do takeaway or delivery service only. We also learned that the university and K-12 schools would not be returning to the regular classroom. So what you see now is just me finding ways to occupy my time amid the social distancing recommendation. This was prior to all these other events unfolding less than 24 hours later. These coloring pages are so cool. So I got this at Target. I think it was like $13, and then Target had 20% off. So a good way to pass time if, you're stuck in your house. But yeah, so just a lot of stuff going on, but I am trying to look for, the positivity in certain situations. So what I'm going to strive to do is going to start trying to bake something daily, like try a new recipe, bake a bread, bake something sweet, dessert. I thought initially like I would share it with a neighbor or a friend or someone the family knows, along with just like a card of encouragement. But I'll have to look into that because people may be weary about accepting things from other people. So I do want to bake every day. I just don't want to eat it every day, and I don't want it to go to waste, but we'll see what happens. Maybe I could freeze all of it. So I'm going to make a dessert pizza. Now, for a dessert pizza, for the crust, you use a sugar cookie. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna make like a cream cheese frosting. So cream cheese, powdered sugar, and butter, a mixture of those three ingredients, and vanilla. And we are going to mix that together and make a frosting. So once our crust is cooked and cooled, we'll then frost it, and then we'll put I bought blackberries and raspberries, and we'll top our dessert pizza with that. My hands are washed. I scrubbed them for 20 seconds. And now we're ready. We're gonna get started. So I do have a pizza pan. It's not dirty. This pizza pan is just seasoned. So I love pizza. I have my pizza pan. I'm going to line it with parchment paper just because this is going to be such a big crust. I don't want any part of it to get stuck. I don't know if it will, but just in case. Tearing it out of dough. Now, it's not a perfectly round circle, but I can see the pan enough, so I'll know where to press down the cookie dough. And they didn't have a tube of sugar cookie dough, so I'm going to use these. These are like individual squares that you just pull apart. I'm just going to kind of mush them together. Should work, right? It'll work. Tearing it out of dough. Now, it's not a perfectly round circle, but I can see the pan enough, so I'll know where to press down the cookie dough. And they didn't have a tube of sugar cookie dough, so I'm going to use these. These are like individual squares that you just pull apart. I'm just going to kind of mush them together. Should work, right? It'll work. my dough all tampered down and it's not really a circle. National Pie Day was yesterday. Should have made this yesterday. It's not a like perfect circle, but it'll do. It's a cookie. It's gonna get eaten. So now I'm going to bake this for I'm going to bake this at the temperature of 325 for, let's see, 10 to 14 minutes when you place the individual cookies about 2 inches apart. So I'll pop this in the oven for 10 minutes and then I will check it and see if it's cooked. So I'm going to put it in now. I preheated my oven. While I wait for the cookie to bake, I'm going to organize some groceries to take over to my dad. That way he doesn't have to go out to the store. It's a good thing I never canceled my Nutrisystem subscription, I guess. So I was tired of doing Nutrisystem because they send you all these pre-packaged meals like this. And after like a month, in all honesty, you get tired of eating pre-packaged food that doesn't have to be in the refrigerator. It just sits on your pantry cupboard. So I'm gonna give this stuff to my dad, not because I'm mean, not because it tastes horrible, but there's an emergency and he doesn't have food or can't get out to the store. Hey, it's food, he can eat it. But what he did ask for was like beans for cooking, rice, like staples. They were out of, they didn't have at the store. So I bought him some canned beans, I bought him a loaf of bread, I bought him some rice-a-roni, and it's just, you know, to tie him over for now. I can do another run, a store run when he runs out again. But this is stuff I got him. Dropped off food with Tata. Nuka, he should be good for a while. And now we're at Starbucks. See, the dog thinks it's his treat. The cookie actually ended up taking a lot longer than 10 minutes to bake. I think I baked it for a total of 23 minutes because I forgot it was on a and I kind of smashed the side. Can you tell with the glove when I pulled it out with, not the glove, but the mitten? The hot mitten. I think that's what it's called. But I'm making the frosting now, and that is 8 ounces of cream cheese, half a stick of butter, a teaspoon of, the light's bright, a teaspoon of vanilla, and I'm going to start with a half cup of white powdered sugar to make my frosting. Now this is almost done. It's taking a little bit longer than usual because I forgot my hand mixer broke around Christmas when we were making cookies, so I'm just doing this the old-fashioned way with not even a wire whisk with a fork. Okay. Almost done. It should be good to go. Really soaked. So now, the fun part. Frost and top. Started the cookie. I put the cookie into bake and started filming this video at around 5:30. No, probably 6 o'clock. It's now 9:15 and I'm frosting this because I did go and drop off the groceries with my dad, and now I'm going to frost this and eat it. blackberries, raspberries. Now, should we cut it like a pie or should we square cut it? I don't know. I'm posting this YouTube video a week after it was filmed, and in that 1 week, so much has happened around the world due to the COVID-19 or coronavirus, and there have been lots of lockdowns and social distancing. And no matter how dire a situation is, there's always silver linings. The pollution images taken from satellites above show that pollution has shrunk, and dolphins are now playing in the canals of Venice. The water has cleared there, and there is no boat traffic, so the dolphins are just like having fun. But please take this seriously and practice social distancing. The sooner we can all get on board with that, the sooner we can get through this.